Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading, and this is for Capricorn Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement in their chart. Jupiter may resonate with the reading. Cross watchers are always welcome. Cross watchers, if I describe someone and you know that it is not you, it is not you. Just because you are connecting with Capricorn, you're gonna assume that whom I am describing here is you. Please don't. This is not a person reading. For those of you who's new to the channel, welcome. You might want to consider subscribing, for I am always hosting a party online wherein I am doing a live streaming, and in the live stream you can ask me questions. If you missed the live streaming, you can still ask me questions. There's a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. 500 likes for this video and your next video will be a full reading. So Capricorn, if you want to know your lucky numbers and lucky color, follow me on Instagram. That's dated April the 8th to 14th. Your 15th to the 21st will be posted anytime soon. And if you also want to know your financial forecast, follow me on Instagram as well. If you are into twin flame readings, almost personal readings, pick a card and channel messages. Do apologize for that. Please subscribe to the other channel. That is Timeless Tarot 111. And if you resonate with the reading, congratulations. If you do not resonate with the reading, you can come back to the reading after a week or two. Time is fluid. If you resonate with some bits and pieces of the reading, still congratulations, for I am doing a collective reading. So Capricorn, would appreciate if you can click the like, subscribe, and share. At sa mga kababayan po natin, pakiclick na lang din po ang subscribe, like, at pakishare ang video. So, first card is the 8 of Elixir. I can see here a lot of, as you can see here, letting go. It feels like to me that you have been traumatized. It feels like to me that there's a lot of despair. You know, there's also, you wanted to, there's some void here, right? Probably you are trying to avoid something. You want to move to your spiritual journey. It's kind of like you are already woke, right? It felt like to you, there's also a part of you that you want to abandon. It's either a part of you, you know, let's say you have been hurt because you let the other person, you know, do it to you, becoming more of a leniency. You're trying to leave that behind. You're trying also to, let's say, get out of, right, of becoming of more of too nice, right, with your person. I can see here that there's a self-discovery, something in you, you know, kind of like wakes you up, like Capricorn, this is not right. Probably you're also looking at your mirror, having this self-talk, right? Because what you really wanted here is to have a passionate beginning that you are not receiving from your person. I can sense here that there may be some abandonment issue. It's either you or your person here left, you know, left the situation, left the connection. So if you are in a relationship, I can see here it's either you or your partner is walking away, right? Leaving a bad relationship or bad experience, if I may say. You may also be weary, right, from the relationship, that you feel that you have no other option. Kind of like the person here did not, or is not giving you any option but to let go, energetically and physically, right? I can see here, if you're single, right, it indicates loneliness, or let's say being weary of getting into a new relationship, right? Trauma, like what I mentioned. You have been traumatized with those experiences. Um, it could also be a reason of a childhood wounds, right? Probably there's really an abandonment issue. Your one of your parents left you. That's why you are having a hard time, to trust a person because you felt like people is going to leave you. Um, but there's a tennis game here, right? Whether you are single or in a relationship. The tennis game is your heart is telling you to still go on. You can carry this. But your heart is telling you, or your heart is telling you that you can surpass all this because you have been very strong for quite a while. But your mind is telling you, no, you really have to let go. You really have to, let's say, put a period on it, right? But what you really wanted here is to experience something very passionate, right? And I can see here with a page of elixir. Page of elixir here is a good news, right? This is more of you having a good news, but with your doubts, with your fear, this may kind of block the feeling of a good news here, right? Because I can see here that instead of you trusting the situation, trusting what is in store for you, you're kind of like the fear is creating something that weighs down what's supposed to be yours. I can see here that you are going to feel the youthfulness, the child in you will bring back the emotional maturity. With the page of elixir here, this is more of, let's say, a romantic proposal. That is true. Whether you are single or not, or in a relationship, possible of a romantic proposal, engagements, pregnancies, marriage, or giving birth. It can also suggest that you need more romantic, and be willing to follow your heart, because I can see here, like what I mentioned, the tennis game here, your heart and your mind. You have to follow your heart here, because I can sense that a past person is about to come back in your life with a chariot, and the chariot here represents surpassing all of those challenges. I can see here that this time you have to trust your heart, because then again, the battle is your heart and your mind, and it's a human construct. It is a human, let's say, this is more of a human thing, right? Human reaction. Our mind is built for us to keep us safe all the time, right? If you are on the edge of, let's say, of a cliff, your mind is telling you to back off, because you can sense danger, because that is the mind. We have the mind so that we can live longer, think of, be logical. And our heart is, although our heart wants it to jump, our heart is telling you there's some excitement, right? But this time, I'm not telling you to jump. What I'm trying to say is to jump on a cliff, rather. What I'm trying to say is to follow your heart when it comes to romance. Okay? I'm not advising you to go on a cliff and jump. Okay, disregard that. I'm speaking in metaphor. Well, I can see here with with a queen of rods, right? Queen of rods represents fun, and this is something that you probably do not know. Something that probably you are You're not seeing it, you're not feeling it because it's still in the ethers. Um, because I think that you are more focused on the Eight of Cups, right? And I cannot blame you for that, because again, pain, rejection, tears are emotion. You have to feel it. It's a path towards healing. And when I say path, you really have to go through to it. However, it's not a vacation place, because Capricorn, I can sense here that's for a majority of you. It felt like to me you're enjoying the pain, right? And you took it as a vacation trip. You didn't walk through it. You stayed there for such a long time. And I can see here that something really fun is about to happen. Something truthful is about to happen. And I cannot, again, blame you because of the past experiences. For a few numbers of you, I can see here that there is some courage, the passion that you want in your connection. You're about to experience it, And I can see you with all those experiences um, that you cultivate, through time. I can see here that you are very independent and you are already, confident with yourself that you can surpass all this. So why not jump, right? I mean, not on a cliff again. Um, Jump on the adventure and this is the adventure that you have been waiting for. Why not do it? Because when you fall again, when you, let's say, uh, fail again, you know how to brush yourself up, right? With the suit of, or with the Knight of Rods here, I can sense that the connection is heading towards the destination where you want this to be, whether with a new person or the person that you want to be with. Because I can sense here it may not come too fast, it may not come too slow as well. This is in a normal phase. With a Justice card, you know what, I can sense here, if you have been, let's say, mistreated, like badly, I can see here that you are going to experience, your person's going to compensate for all those shortcomings. That is true. There might be some, and also with the Justice card, right, consequences. If you are, because there are two paths here, are you going to let that opportunity, because these are opportunities heading towards you, or opportunities will be open to you. Are you willing to stay in your despair, in your sadness, or you're going to be courageous enough to, why not try again? Because I can sense here the Justice. Whenever the Justice card shows up, I can sense here, if your person, gives you, something that you have to cry, this person is going to compensate for all those shortcomings, like what I mentioned. And there will be a fast communication that is going to happen, or the speed of it, right? Once your person got a little enlightened, I can see here that the forgiveness, the healing will be a little faster. With the King of Coins here, this is, yes, your person might be, holding on to those commitment that you're supposed to have, but they try to hold it back a little. But you really have to trust the process here, because yes, your person can give you the abundance that you wanted in the relationship, but they held it back a little, right? With this Eight of Elixir, clarified by the 8 of coins and the 9. Yes, there might be a lot of stress, worries. You are really working hard here, right? You're really working hard for you to not to feel this, to feel the pain. But it felt like to me you're having bad dreams, right? There's really a trauma here. Trauma that is kind of like it's really hard to forgive the person, right? You have been working so hard for you to get out of this. And else? So the coins, the chariot. I think that this is the only card here that is a little, right? Because the chariot is there, want to come back. One thing's for sure, Capricorn. Your person is going to compensate all of those shortcomings. And I can see here that this connection is heading towards to the destination where you want this to be. But again, your fear here is more dominant. This is what I am seeing. So think about it. Are you going to give this person another chance? So if not, then it is time for you to move on, because there is a person who's waiting for you. This is your reading. You might be connecting with any water placements here, or has a water placement in their chart. Cancer, or has a Cancer placement in their chart, or you have a Cancer placement in your chart. Libra, or has a Libra placement in their chart, or you have a Libra placement in your chart. Leo, or has a Leo placement in their chart, or you have a Leo placement in your chart. But this is your reading. If you resonate with this and you want to go in depth, you can book a personal reading with me. If you're okay with a reading and you just have a question or two, there is a link in the description box. Click that link, you'll be routed to my page. Type in your questions and then click submit. 500 likes for this video, and your next video will be a full reading. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. Love and light to you. Namaste. See you on the next reading. Goodbye.